Hey guys, I just got my Zinzino balance test results back, so today we're gonna look at those and then we're gonna compare them with my first test results. Okay, so here are my second results. As you can see, I'm still semi-balanced. After taking the oil for 4 months, I am at a 5.4 to 1 ratio for the omega-6 to 3 ratio. If you're not sure what that means, I'm happy to go over it, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna kind of streamline and go through my results so that you can see what they look like. Now, we can see here my protection value is still insufficient. This measures our immune system and whether or not our cells are able to protect our body. So I'm at a 46%. This is significantly higher than my first result because I was at a 0. So doing better, progress is great. My omega-3 index here is at a 5.6, which is a moderate level, but it's still getting better from what it was. My mental strength, is a 1.7 to 1, which is significantly better than what it was. And my cell membrane fluidity is a 6.7 to 1. Now, if you guys remember, the cell membrane fluidity is super important because it also measures what our absorption rate is and also how quickly we're getting rid of waste in our cells. So I'm at a 6.7 to 1, and I believe when I calculated it, that is at a 59% absorption, and I was at a 43% absorption 4 months ago. So this is significantly better. Okay, so next I want to show you the difference, right? So here is my before. I was at an 8.9 to 1, and that was on the 27th of May. And then here I'm at a 5.4 to 1, and that was on the 19th of September. So literally 4 months apart. And this 8.9 to 1 is that omega-6 to 3 ratio balance. So 8.9 omega-6s to every 1 omega-3. And then here I'm at a 5.4 to 1, so 5.4 omega-6s to every 1 omega-3. This balance ratio is much better. As you can see here, I'm moving into the green, which is where we want to go. And you want to be at a 3.1 or better. Okay, so this is the really cool part about getting your test results compared, is that you can see on this scale where you were. Is the test 1 is on the left and test 2 is on the right. As you can see, I'm moving almost all into the yellow, which is really great, except for the protection value. Oh, sorry, I was at a 5%, not a 0%. So getting up to 46% is much better. So I've moved out of the red on 2 of my values, which was the omega-3 index and the cell membrane fluidity. My mental strength is getting better, which is great, as you can see. And then the arachidonic acid at the bottom, that shows us how fast we are aging, and I'm doing really well. So that's great. Okay guys, so this is a very important part of this test. This is the breakdown of the 11 essential fatty acids, which this test is actually reading. So in this first screen here, you're gonna see some of them, and then I'm gonna show you another one that shows you the rest. So as you can see here, again, it's still measuring the test 1 and test 2, so you get the full picture of where you're progressing. And as you can also see, it shows the values. So these are my values, but it shows you what the deviation percentage is and where you want to be. So you want to move towards a 0%, which is really great. You don't want to be in the positive or the negative. Here are more of the 11 essential fatty acids. I'm going to move out of the way because I want to talk about the EPA right here and the DHA, that's the last one. Those ones are really important when we look at function as well as development. So when you have good levels of EPA and DHA, you have proper fetal development, including neural, retinal, and immune function within babies, right? So very good for women who are looking at pregnancy or are pregnant. And then we also want to look at them because they really tell us about our cardiovascular function, including the inflammation, also any peripheral artery disease and major coronary events, which is really, really important when we try to look at longevity in our health and what that means for us to live a real life, right? Like a sustainable life. Okay guys, so that was my results. I am not in the green, so I'm not in balance yet, and I want to talk a little bit why that might be. So as a lot of you know, I have mold toxicity, which is a chronic illness that I am still detoxing from, and I'm on a health protocol that is separate from what I'm doing here with Zinzino. And that health protocol is helping my body. But with all of that, my body is under an extreme amount of stress trying to function normally and get better and get healthy. And so with that and any health protocol regimen that you have, some bodies are going to take a little bit longer to really get into that balanced state or where they need to be, especially when we're talking about this balance ratio, because of the amount of stress that the body is under. So the fact that I am moving in the right direction is huge, and I'm gonna keep doing this. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions at all, please let me know and stay tuned because this week I'm also going to talk through Jordan's results as well. Thanks guys for watching. Love you. Talk to you soon.